Student loan debt is an emergency in America now. And this week, the Democrats have introduced the Bank on Students Emergency Loan Refinancing Act that can help young men and women who are struggling with student loan debt. Right now, there's $1.2 trillion in outstanding student loan debt. 40 million Americans are dealing with student loan debt. It today is causing young people not to be able to save up money to buy a home, not to be able to start small businesses, not to be able to make the purchases that move this economy forward. The Federal Reserve Bank, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Department of the Treasury have all sounded the alarm. Student loan debt is a drag on this economy. So this is truly an emergency circumstance. It is hurting people, household by household by household, family by family by family, and it is also hurting this economy. The Democrats have introduced a plan, Bank on Students Emergency Loan Refinancing. It's a pretty simple plan. The idea is just to refinance the outstanding student loan debt. We propose to refinance it from the current high interest rates. There are people out there with student loan debt at 6%, at 8%, at 10%, and even higher, depending on when they took out their loans. Our proposal is to refinance all of that debt down to exactly the numbers that Democrats and Republicans agreed last year is the right number for new debt issued in 2013-2014. That would bring, for example, undergraduate loans down to 3.86% fixed across the board. This is fully paid for. We propose to limit the tax loopholes for millionaires and billionaires, the loopholes that let them pay at tax rates lower than their secretaries. And the CBO has just given us the score. And we not only fully pay for it, actually this bill, if passed as written, would reduce the deficit by billions of dollars. This is an issue about our economy. We are here because it is an economic emergency, but it is also an issue about our values. Who do we invest in? Do we invest in the billionaires who've already made it big? Or do we take that same money and invest in young people who are trying to start their economic lives? It is time to pass this bill, time to get started for young people who are out there who are really trying to make something. So, they want a fair shot at an affordable education. We have introduced a bill to provide that. Thank you.
Senator Durbin.
I want to thank Senator Warren for leadership. We've worked on a number of bills relating to college loans and college debt. This is the centerpiece, and Senator Warren has worked long and hard to put together an approach that will give literally millions of American students and families an opportunity to finally get out from under the burden of student debt, which is growing so dramatically. It poses the basic question to Congressional Republicans. Whose side are you on? We've asked this question over and over again. We asked this question when we wanted to extend unemployment benefits to the folks out of work so they had a fighting chance to keep their families together, to keep their homes, and to find a new job. We posed this question to Congressional Republicans on raising the minimum wage. We posed it as well when it came to paycheck fairness, whether men and women would be treated fairly in the workplace when it came to compensation. Each and every time the Congressional Republicans have made it clear they're not on the side of working families. Well, we'll give them a new opportunity. An opportunity to decide whether Congressional Republicans are on the side of the 44 million Americans who are currently paying off college student loans. What we have with this legislation is a lifeline. I've been all over the state of Illinois, Chicago, downstate, campus after campus, story after story, student after student, and it's all the same. Students and their families are overwhelmed with debt in America. It compromises their lives. It reduces their opportunities in life. We're going to give them a chance for refinancing, a lower interest rate, and finally coming to grips with this debt, which has compromised their lives to this point. I want to thank Senator Warren for this leadership. There's a big question. Will any Senate Republicans step up and join us in this effort to help these students and the working families that support them?
Senator Schumer.